Ben Brown, Evolution Martial Arts in Sparks, Nevada with Jared. We just did class and we're going over my favorite thing in Jiu-Jitsu, which is Kesa Gatame, otherwise known as scarf. It's under the umbrella of pins and attacks. So I think this is the most dominant pin. A lot of people argue that. They say that mount is a better pin, back mount is a better pin. Sure, there's certainly arguments for that. But for hobbyists like us, I think scarf is the most dominant. It offers the most options. If you're doing it right, it's the hardest to get out of. So that's why I love it. Lay like this way for me. Okay, so 4 skills in pins and attacks. One is how to get to the pin. Second one is how to keep the pin. How to transition from that pin to another pin, and how to attack. So we're going to cover all of those today. The most common way and easiest way, in my opinion, to get to scarf is from side control. See you later, guys. Okay, so I have a classic side control. Let's scoot this way just a little bit, just to make sure we're in the frame. Okay. Classic side control with a seatbelt grip, right? I'm around the head, not yet. I have this inside space, I have this inside space. I might have this inside space. Not completely necessary, but it does help because this elbow is gonna be key to the whole thing, okay? So Jared has 2 options in general for how to escape, at least at a somewhat beginning level. You can frame or you can underhook with this arm, this far arm. So we already talked about what to do if he frames, but if he underhooks, and he should underhook because it frees his hips to go into open space. That's where a lot of your escapes come from. Okay, he does that. I do 3 things kind of simultaneously. 1, most important thing, I secure this elbow. I bring this arm around his head. So I go from here where I lost the underhook, I go around his head, and then I'm gonna fill this space with my hip by sitting through. And I have to keep this elbow. This is everything. Now, you're gonna see my hips are on the ground right now. That's because Jared's my friend. Because when my hips come up, it sucks. One thing I like to do is I grab my own thigh here and it buys me a little time to kind of settle in, see what he's gonna do, cook him a little bit. I wanna cook you. I wanna just make you wear my weight and gravity. So let's do a little experiment. You're gonna say your ABCs, okay? And you'll hear at first my hips are gonna be on the ground, and then you'll hear a change in his voice when I lift my hips. Start saying your ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's awful, right? So really what I did is when my hips are on the ground, the gravity goes through me, through my body, into the mat. And the mats eat stress, not gravity, okay? So we don't need to feed the mats gravity. I want gravity to affect you. But when drilling, a lot of times I keep my hips on the ground because it's so awful. How to keep this position. This is the key. This is everything, okay? My feet need to be active. So I see people with like weird foot positions, their toes aren't in the mat, no pressure. The pressure on you comes from my feet converting gravity into pressure. That's the key, right? So I need this. I see like weird stuff like this, and it's like you're taking away the pressure. So this to me is the foot position here. Keep the elbow. Here's why. If Jared somehow, and there's lots of ways, gets his elbow back to his ribs, go ahead, I have lost the position. When I'm rolling and this happens, I might spend a little energy trying to get the elbow back, if I can, because then I'm back in this awesome position. But I'm not gonna fight too hard, because if I'm not careful, you're gonna start taking my back. So if I try to hold on to the thing too long, once it's gone, it's like a relationship. Someone's gone, man, let them go. Like, so many people, all the bad stuff in life happens when, scoot this way. Yeah, you're still on your back, but I just want to be over here.
This way?
Turn this way. Yep. We try to hold on to stuff that's gone. let it go, move on, man. Life has changed, right? And jiu-jitsu has changed, okay? So this isn't an escape class, but let's talk about the kind of 2 ways you can get this elbow back. So I've got your elbow. The first is grab me around the waist, okay? Gable grip around the waist. It's a body lock. Scoot your hips in. Try to get your center of gravity underneath mine. And you can even scoop your hips under my hips. Oh, you see? You own me now. And then bridge and roll. And see how your feet are up, go back. Plant your feet in the ground. Lift with your hips. Ah, you see the difference? And back. Okay, so that's one way out. My little thing I say to myself is hands in, meaning hands in a gable grip around the waist. Hips in, hands in, hips in. Just like if you're standing, okay? Now what I should do about that is move my hips away. Can you roll me now? You can't because your hips aren't close enough. You don't own my center of gravity. So if my hips are away, you should frame my head. And I say hands away, hips away, move your hips away. And you just move your hips all the way out, use your feet again, and put my head on the mat. It will never be quite that easy. Although I saw you do that in class. You literally did that thing to a fully resisting opponent because your timing was good. If I know that's coming, you probably won't get it. But if you're cycling through different things, now, when you frame and move your hips away, what I should do to keep the position is move my hips in. Can you put my head on the mat now? There's no space. You have no leverage, right? You need this. Now put my head on the mat. See? So if I move my hips in, I take that away. What should you do about that? Grab, well, yes, if you can get that, but I won't let you. Grab me around the waist. Hips in. Try to roll me. Oh, but I move my hips out. And we cycle, and this is kind of the fight we have. You were doing a thing where you bring your leg over. Super effective. It's not like a beginning thing, but it's a thing, and other people in class are doing that too. No matter what, like both of those in reality are just designed to get your elbow back, right? So somewhere in that fight, your hands in, hips in, go ahead and grab your hands together, hips in, you try to roll me, but I do this, and then you move, you frame, hips away, and then I do this, but like somewhere in there, you create the space to tuck your elbow in. Now, as I said, I'll try to fight oh, you're not letting me have it. Then I'm going to bail on that pin, and I'm going to go to a different pin, probably side control. So that's the other skill, flowing from pin to pin. When do you flow from a pin to a different pin? When you're losing the pin, right? So when something's leaving, let it go, take something else. That's life, right? We lose a job. Like, you don't need to go in there and grovel for that job, just go get a different job. Not that it's that easy, but that's the idea, right? Someone leaves you, like, look, when we're teenagers and the first person that we think we love, and then they don't want to be with us anymore, like I think almost every human has had some experience like that. And then we think they're the one, like we can't live without them. I'm here to tell you, yes you can. Yes you can. Let them go, get something else, right? Like figure out what's going on with you, make your life better. Same thing in here, you lost the pin, man, it's gone. Like, let it go. And if you can think ahead and say, hey, what comes next? Then you're on track. So that's kind of the theory of Kesa Gatame. I was gonna show the attacks in this video, but I think it would be better for a different video. Let's just go through it one more time. Lie down for me, head that way. So the drill is like this. We're here, he underhooks like he should, and my timing is great. You guys see this? I secured this. I'm around the head. Now I feel the space. So then, now, Jared's job as a good partner, if I'm learning this, is to just challenge my Kesa Gatame a little bit, right? So I'm here, and here's something I didn't say. If you leave your head up here, one, he can frame. Two, he can throw that leg over. Like, you shouldn't leave your head, like my head should be down here. Okay, this makes it harder for you. Hard to wrap your leg around me now, right? And so I'm just trying to keep the position. And do you see how like my feet, this elbow, it's gonna be really hard for him. Look, if I can consistently do that, one, it's gonna cook you, it's gonna make you have negative self-talk that's gonna make you want a way out.
Oh, quit.
And a good way out is to tap. So you're almost like, please submit me so I can tap and get out of this. When I started, one of my best friends, who's also a black belt here, had wrestled his whole life, coached wrestling. So he was a white belt. Not really. Not at grappling. He was already a black belt at grappling. He just didn't know the jiu-jitsu part. He put me in Kesa Gatame every time we rolled. It was miserable, and he wasn't even being mean, but it just sucks, and I couldn't get out. So I had to find a way out. And if you're interested in this, look up Metamoris. I think it was Metamoris 3. Dean Lister getting submitted by Josh Barnett. That made me fall in love with Kesa Gatame top. And if you're gonna learn the top, you need to learn the bottom too. But I think Kesa Gatame is the stuff. Like, it's the best. And let's think about this, go back down. If we're on the street and I get here, I can leave when I want to. I can punch you in the face. I can elbow you in the face, right? And then if I want to, I can disengage and leave. It's the best. It's so good. So anyway, just for now, that's Kesa Gatame taught, how to get there, how to stay there, what to do about their common reactions, and then their attempts to escape. You got anything else?
No, sir.
Okay.